Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Folse. We have a lot to talk about. We've been with you for a few hours here. All the phone lines are lit up. We're going to be going to them. But just to bring you back up to speed, and then in a few short moments, show you an arrest that was made in Terrebonne Parish this afternoon concerning the hit and run of Kim Landry, a school teacher. But first, let's go to the maps if we can. It will give you an idea of what's happening with the storm right behind me on the monitor and show you. There you can see the animated stick. Well, I don't have to hold it all night long, but that's just to give you an idea of where the center of circulation originates in the Gulf, right around there, and it aims it right at the area of St. Mary, Lafourche, and Terrebonne. Now, this just gives you a visual of where all of the rain activity is basically situated, and that is to the right of the stick. To the left of the stick is, you see on the northern part of it, there's a lot of new activity that's flaring up, that's spinning off of this storm, but generally in the Gulf, there's not a whole lot. This storm really is sucking in some drier air, and that's probably why it just cannot get going as well as it would want to, and of course it's being sheared off quite a bit. But don't kid yourself. On the right side, look at the little spin-offs of the greens and the scarlets and all those. That's a lot of rain associated with this. So let's move to the next map if we can. This gives you an idea of a pretty big tropical system. I mean, this thing was trying to get its act together during the afternoon and during the whole day for that matter, and it was trying, and you can see that circulation, which is right below the western part of St. Mary. So it's, about around Marsh Island and all that. This thing's going to go up. But if I can put that on the back, let's put that on the back screen, Jay, if we can. And I'm going to come in and go right from the center of circulation to where they think it's going to make landfall. So this is where, I'm going to turn so you can hear me at home. This is about the center of circulation, and this is about where they think it's going to make its landfall. Then it's going to come and curve in. To the right of the stick is where all of the rain is. You see, this area are the strongest winds and the strongest rains. That's going to be a Terrebonne Parish and a Lafourche Parish event. This area, a little lighter rain, but still sufficient rains, will be Grand Isle, Plaquemines, and the Sort. This area of rain and concern is St. Mary Parish. This is good because it's sucking up dry air, and I'll move back to the regular desk. So there you have it as far as what we can expect. Let's go to the next map if we can, Jay. And there you see it. That's the training effect, which we're going to see. We're going to see that for quite a long time. It's going to dump a lot of rain on us, and if we can show the one, Jay, where you actually see the parishes and the cities, that'll give you a pretty good idea. And that's the one I like to show you because you can see what's taking place, as it happens. It's just a lot of, and it's moving quickly, as you can tell. We scanned it in, but that's what I'm talking about, the training effect. So once you get in the heavy bands, pretty much in the heavy bands for a while, and then they stop for a little while, but then they start again, and it's those bands, feeder bands, that keep coming in. They get light and heavy, light and heavy. See, in between all that, every now and then you see clear space. That's because that feeder band has passed and the next one has come across. And what I'll do is get Jason to find me one that's just real time, where it's not going so fast. That way you can get a true picture right now of what is taking place in your general area. All right, let's go to the next one if we can. That's the GFS forecast model. as it shows wind and rain. And there you see that model. All right. And we can move to the next one if we can. I'm sorry, Jay. Okay, there's the end right there. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear my main man in the control room. So, all right, do we have any other map? That's all right, Jay, try to find me a map, too, of just the normal rain over the area. And that way we won't speed it up. We'll just be able to show them what's taking place. And what I want to do now, while he's working on that, Chris Carter, a little while ago, went to the Terrebonne Parish Courthouse. Let me give you a little information first. An arrest was made in the hit and run of Kim Landry, who is a school teacher here in Terrebonne Parish. And if we could show Kim's picture just for a little bit, we want to remind everybody that basically she was jogging and she was hit by someone in a vehicle, and basically she was left for dead in a ditch. A young man from Evergreen Junior High stopped and called 911 and saved Kim's life, basically. Well, and what I want to do is take it off because I don't want to confuse it with the arrest now. Today in Terrebonne Parish, at HTV, today we received a phone call. And I got to tell you, I've been talking to Kim's parents. The whole family is related. We are cousins. So I was, talking to them and informed them that an informant called HTV today after watching a broadcast that we had on the accident a few days ago. And we talked about a guilty conscience, that someone would talk because guilt eventually gets to everyone. Well, I think that's what happened today, because a woman called and told us that she knew who the hit and run was performed by, and she said she knew the person, and she gave me a name. I in turn called the sheriff's department, and they went out today and checked, and things seemed to fall in order with a vehicle accident. The woman brought the vehicle in at or right around the time of the accident to get repaired, after the accident, of course. So arrested today, and we'll show you the video. Here was Robin Herring, 51, of 319 Capri Court. She was charged with felony hit and run and obstruction of justice. Here you see Tara Whitney on the right. She was the one that I spoke with today, along with Malcolm Wolf of the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Department. Now, Ms. Herring says that she is innocent, but detectives say they had more than enough evidence to arrest her on this crime. And speaking with the person on the phone today that told me all the information, she said that Ms. Herring told her that she blacked out, but that if police would check DNA on her vehicle, they would find out that it was her. Now, she's not telling that to police today, but that's what the informant told us today at the station, and therefore we made the call. We felt it was very sufficient, and it was certainly solid, and an arrest was made today in Terrebonne Parish concerning that. So sometimes media works. I don't care if you're in the newspaper, radio, or TV. Sometimes when you ask the public to come forward, they do, and we have an arrest. Now, she is innocent until proven guilty, but obviously I don't think police would have made the move forward unless they had sufficient grounds to make that arrest. So once again, that arrest is made. I know the family of Kim Landry was notified also this afternoon of the arrest, and I'm sure that they are pleased that someone is in custody at this time. Okay, what we're going to do, go back to the phone lines and hear from the public. We have Tropical Storm Lee, which is at 45 mile per hour. The winds, we have a new advisory coming out in roughly 50 minutes, and we'll get you all that new information. So let's hear from the public right now and see what they're thinking. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. I'm out here in Lake Boudreaux. I'm pushing, and I was wondering if they have some factories open in the morning or not.
Some factory?
Yeah, I'm catching some big 2125s. They coming. I'm catching 5 and 6 basket lick, and I want to know if I'll be able to unload in the morning.
Well, you know, I know a couple of processors and all, and I will call them, and I'm sure they're going to call me. They do every time I'm talking about shrimp on Bayou Time. They call me up, and maybe they can give me a holler on my text to tell me if anybody's buying. I can't answer that question for you right now, but I can sure try to find out.
All right, thank you, sir. Because boy, it sure is rough out here right now.
What you looking at out there?
I'm out there by the wells by Lake Barry over here, and I'm looking at 4 5-foot weeds right here.
Yeah. What you catching us on channel 30?
Some 2125.
No, what you catching us on? HTV channel 30?
Oh, yeah, on the radio.
Yeah, okay, channel 30 on the TV. All right. All right, well, thanks for calling. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please.
What's going on, Martin?
How you doing today?
All right, hey, you need to go check in Cocodrie, brother, when pick it up.
Well, we got some footage that we're working on right now. We just had a camera crew come back from Cocodrie.
It's pretty bad down there.
We got a camera. Let's go to the tower camera if we can while I'm talking to this gentleman, Jason. We're going to go to the Cocodrie tower, HTV tower cam in Cocodrie, and we're going to see what it looks like. But you're out there right now?
Yeah, I'm at my camp.
All right. What you think the winds are right now?
Probably about 25 to 30.
Okay. All right, Jay, do we have that camera? Okay, yeah, he's about to punch it up for us so we can take a look. But what's the you getting a lot of feeder bands coming through, rain, then it stops?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the tower's shaking a little bit, so you're getting a pretty good little blustery day out there.
Yeah, it's open up down there. That's why it's blowing hard a little bit.
Right. But the water looks like it's not moving in too much.
It's coming up in the bottom down there, but on the top of it ain't running too hard.
Yeah, I see that, but I remember in storms past, all this parking lot goes underwater, so we're still in pretty good shape.
Laperouse Groceries campground got a little water in the campground side.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So obviously you're not too concerned. You're gonna stay at the camp, right?
Oh yeah, we ain't worried about that.
Yeah, this is not a big surge, you know. But if it was something else, I bet you'd be running.
We'll be on the strip boat. That's where we stay at.
Oh my! Well, it's probably as safe as any place, but not in one of those high 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s, huh?
Oh yeah, we stayed for Hurricane Katrina on the strip boat.
Yeah, but Katrina, I bet if it was if you were in the Bay St. Louis area over there, you wouldn't have been on that thing, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, all right, my man. I appreciate you calling.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
All right.
Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, Martin.
How you doing, my man?
All right, look, I'm sorry about putting you in that spot the other day. I didn't know that joke was going to do that. I would have told you that joke. I knew that was going to do that.
That's past history, and we passed that, and everything is good now.
Yeah, it was just a joke. Wasn't meant no harm.
Well, I know, and out of respect for any president, I don't like to.
Me too, you know. It was just a joke. A lot of other presidents had jokes made about him.
Well, I know, but I don't like to say them on the air.
No, Martin, what you think that weather going to do?
It's gonna rain.
What you think that weather going to do?
It's gonna rain a lot.
Yeah, I know, man. We're gonna have a lot. I hope we don't get flooded too bad. You gonna be all right where you at?
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know you by the Anacosta Canal there.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna be fine over there. Everything's good. I've been in this building, remember, when it was shaking pretty good, so I'm not too worried about this.
How Mr. Eugene doing?
You're doing good.
Okay, your mama too?
Everybody's fine.
Yeah. Hey, Martin, I've been looking all over. You don't know anybody selling any shrimps anywhere. I can't find no shrimp nowhere.
Just had a guy in Lake Boudreaux trying to sell some shrimp.
Oh, I don't know how to get that. I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell you.
No, I don't know right now, but if you keep watching, I'm sure somebody has some. They're gonna tell you where to go get it.
Yes, sir. No, I'm gonna tell you, have a good day. Well,
thank you, sir.
Got some other callers.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I was just wondering, on the 28th, last Sunday, something happened down the bayou at Marty J's.
Okay.
You know anything about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, somebody told me that somebody got jumped behind the store.
Okay,
And
don't.
they got stabbed and all, you know.
Well, I mean, I haven't heard anything about it. Jay, have you heard anything? No, Jason's. I can't hear Jay talk, but we're gonna have to fix that. But no, he said, but I could faintly hear him say he hadn't heard anything on that.
Well, maybe y'all need to check in on it, because
Okay.
I heard he got beat up pretty bad and stabbed and had to go through surgery, and he's in New Orleans at the hospital.
Okay, we'll make a check into it.
All right,
Thank you, appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to take a break. All the lines are lit. We're coming right back to you. Don't go away. More in Bayou Time.